please don't forget to subscribe and comment. I never thought I'd marry a man who still carried another woman in his heart. But Jackson, he was different. A man with haunted eyes and lips that kissed like he was trying to come back to life. I was drawn to him, even knowing he had been married before to Elise, who died 2 years before we met. He never spoke much about her. I didn't ask. I thought maybe if I loved him enough, he'd start seeing me as his only one. We married quietly. He said he didn't want anything big. Just us and a few friends. I wore white. He wore that same distant look in his eyes, like part of him still belonged to someone else. Still, we had good days. Mornings tangled in each other. Afternoons filled with kisses that melted into clothes on the floor. At night, his hands memorized my skin like it was a secret map. I told myself this was love. This was real. But sometimes, when his eyes lingered too long on old photos or he went silent during quiet moments, I felt her between us, like Elise was a shadow in our bed. One day, while cleaning the attic, I found her journal. I didn't mean to read it, but I did. Page after page of her pouring her love for Jackson onto paper. Her words made my heart tighten. She had been everything to him. That night, I wore the black lace he once said drove him crazy. I kissed him with fire, dragged him to bed, desperate to feel chosen. He made love to me slowly, whispering my name against my neck. But even then, I felt like he was holding on to something or someone. 2 weeks later, I heard him whisper her name in his sleep. Elise. Not mine. The next morning, I asked if she were still alive, would you have married me? He hesitated. I don't know. I didn't expect to love again. What we have, it's different. Different. Not better. Not worse. Just not the same. Then came the text from someone named Catherine. I'm here. Should I wait in the car? I checked his messages. They met often. Talked about things he never told me. One message read, "She doesn't have to know." My stomach dropped. That night, I seduced him like my heart wasn't breaking. I kissed him deeper. Took control. His body responded, his moans deep in my ear. But inside, I was screaming. The next day, I followed him. He met her at a quiet cafe. Younger. Confident. She touched his hand. He smiled. That night, I confronted him. I saw you, I said. She's my grief counselor, he replied. It got too personal, but nothing happened. I believed him, but it still hurt. So I slept alone. He started trying again. Notes, flowers, dinners. But the space between us stayed cold until one night he slipped into my room. He didn't speak. Just kissed me. Soft. Slow. Like a man trying to rewrite the past. When we made love, it wasn't lust. It was healing. He held me after, whispering, I want to come back to you. Are you still writing letters to her? I asked. No, he said. I said goodbye. It took time. But little by little, he came back. He started saying my name in his sleep. Not hers.